What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Two Penny Games Piggy Bank, your favorite casual cast with my casual gaming buds. My name is Phil. I'm your host for the show that we record live here on twitch.tv/ Two Penny Games. Tavin, are we live on TikTok? Sorry.
No, we're not live on TikTok. TikTok doesn't like the way we set things up and do things. So
We are not live on TikTok. We were at one point, but we are not right now. Of course, if you can't catch us live, you can catch us every Saturday at 8 a.m. Central Time over on youtube.com/ at TwoPennyGames. Of course, we are live on twitch.tv/ TwoPennyGames on Monday afternoon Central Time. Every Monday you can catch us. Of course, I'm not here by myself. I'm here with two of my best friends in the whole gosh dang world. One of them being Mr. Tavin Bothel.
Oh, Phil, Nintendo once launched a little console called the Nintendo Entertainment System. And then they followed that up with a sequel console called the Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
Correct.
Right? And then they went to the Nintendo 64.
Absolutely.
And then naming convention was a little different, but I consider the GameCube to be a sequel console to the Nintendo 64.
Okay.
You know? And then they went the Wii route. And then they had a sequel console with the Wii U. And then we had the Nintendo Switch, and we've had our sequel console with the Switch 2.
Yeah.
In which they've seen unprecedented success with the Switch and Switch 2, right? So my question to you is, do we foresee a Switch 3, or is there something else cooking? They're going to switch it up on us, give us something new, a new era.
You know, that's a great question. Honestly, like, it's hard to imagine them changing it up, but also on the other side of that coin, from like the way their release cadences have gone, you would expect them to change it up. It's also like Nintendo, and they're always making weird decisions.
They are.
I could see it going either way. Like I think it's honestly a coin flip. Like we could see them change the formula. Maybe it's still like a hybrid, like home console and handheld. Maybe it's something like that, but it's not necessarily like the Switch. I just don't know how you do something like that and step away from, like, I think it's an amazing naming convention, the Nintendo Switch, because like, you know, like it's the iconic like snapping. It's there that I really enjoy. I feel like if they do change it, you're gonna have that backlash that you saw with, like, this is such a weird comparison, but when Elon Musk bought Twitter and renamed it X.
That's a very strange
and it's
comparison.
And it was like, it's the fact that like it was so diegetic to like our language that I sent a tweet, right?
Yeah.
And called it a now. So it's the same as every other fucking thing. So it's not a tweet. You're not using Twitter. You're using X, the everything app, and you're posting on X. You're not tweeting. You know?
Right. Yeah. Phil, we are having some connection issues with you this week, and it is like you're like pausing and then like it's like speeding up and catching up. So like, are things looking okay on your end? Like if you keep an eye on like the little internet symbol, does it like switch between Wi-Fi and the plug-in thing?
I mean, not on my computer. I see it switch on Discord. Like I've seen it a couple times. And then like the only major thing is in terms of what I'm seeing, like visually, is I saw Connor freeze for a minute, but that was it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we'll keep an eye on it. If it continues to be a problem, I guess we'll just have to switch back to Wi-Fi and have, you know, the occasional robotic effect on your voice.
Of course, as I mentioned, Connor is my other best friend, and he's also here.
Yes, I'm here. The green bar on my Discord keeps popping up, but I don't know if I'm having audio come through. There's nothing here.
I'm not hearing anything, but I don't know what it is that's doing that. So
neither do I. So if you can't hear anything, then that's great.
Is your noise suppression on or no?
Yep, I've turned it all the way down, and this was last week too, where it was a problem. I was even like taking off my headphones and making sure there's no noises, and it keeps blaring. Maybe I should like disconnect it and connect it again.
Nothing but a bunch of technical problems as we move into our new apartment and establish our new space here over at TwoPennyGames. Nothing but technical problems. Phil, it just feels like, returning to the question, it just feels like Switch 3 just makes too much sense. Like, it feels like we're going to get, like, Switch is the console now until the end of time. Now, I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. But I just don't, especially now that we're in an era where it's so much more dangerous to be experimental, and
Yeah.
video games have been so well established for the last really 2 decades now at this point. To the point to where it's just like for a long, and I think Nintendo learned a hard lesson. I mean, they almost, they almost had to leave the hardware business and just be software developers.
The Wii U.
With the Wii U. So like it was a real bad time for them. So like I just think now things are too established. People know what to expect from a video game, and people want that. And I think to switch it up now, no pun intended, but to change things now, I think would risk dampening and damaging success. But you never know.
Do more harm than good.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Nintendo is the king of making weird Nintendo decisions. So.
Yeah, this is a question for 5 to 7 years from now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're coming up
Odd.
on that long for this generation for PlayStation and Xbox, right? Like it's been 5 years.
Come
I
next
heard
month.
I heard what's that? Oh yeah, next month. Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard something throughout like the weekend and today where people were talking about the next generation is like 2 years away.
Yeah. We're talking about it on the Games Cast, which is our news show, and that's already up this week. You can find that on the YouTube channel and mainstream podcast services. And we're talking about it. So yeah, I mean, this is just where it's on schedule. Like a normal generation is anywhere. I mean, some of the early ones were pretty short, but like generations for the last like 3 or 4 have been about 7 to 8 years a piece, and so we're on pace, we're on regular time for it. It just doesn't feel that way because I think we've just kind of hit a plateau with technology, and so it's just like we're just getting numbers up, and the human eye can only notice so much, and also your monitor that you play your games on has to upgrade as well, and people may or may not be doing that. It's very possible that someone's had the same HDMI output TV for the last 10 years and has done nothing. I mean, I think my TV is over 10 years old. So, the one Connor has in his room is certainly over 10 years old.
Yeah. I mean, where I play video games here at my desk, at my like little second monitor here, it's the first TV I ever bought myself when I was like, I want to say 16. So well over a decade.
Yeah. So, you have to upgrade all of the technology at once. So like it feels early, but it's on pace and it's regular. And I'll repeat myself with what I'll say on Gamescast, but people are just going to have to get used to not buying the new console all the time, because you just don't need it all the time.
That's what I'm looking forward to, because it's the first console I won't be buying, like PlayStation. When it comes out, I know I'm not going to get it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the general public, like a lot of them are like stuck on their not stuck. A lot of them have like stuck with the PS4. Like there's a good amount of people that just did not upgrade a PS5.
PS4 is still a very, very large base, on the PlayStation.
Absolutely. 4. I hate this sentence coming out of my mouth, but like especially since like nowadays we have so many more games. But people talk about PS5 has no games, right? And they just reference that it doesn't have anything that the PS4 can't do. I think that's also like the fact that they're just people that are just shitting on PlayStation because they're Xbox or PC, right?
Well, it's that, and the idea of exclusivity is slowly dying. So like,
right.
A lot of the PS5 has no games argument is there is only a handful of true PlayStation 5 exclusives, in that like a lot of them are on PlayStation 4. And those that aren't on PlayStation 4 are likely on PC. There's a very small handful of titles that are PlayStation 5 only. You can only play them on a PlayStation 5. And so that's the argument there. But we need to retire. We need to retire. Like, the gamer needs to evolve their way of thinking of how these consoles and things work. The console wars are dead, and we the public need to let the idea of homegrown territory go. But yeah, it is what it is.
It's I just hate, like, I used to be one of them whenever I was playing exclusively like 360 and Xbox One, where I was like, oh, fucking PlayStation, whatever. But like now, I love how much more those like borders are like falling. You know, I'm a big fan of how much more like, you know, crossplay, like their Xbox games coming to PlayStation and vice versa. Like PlayStation stuff's coming to PC. Like it just feels so much more united in the fact that you can play games with anybody on any machine. You know, I think that's super cool.
Check out the Gamescast. We're gonna have a
Check out
we
the
have a
Gamescast.
in-depth conversation about it.
Absolutely. Of course, this is the Piggy Bank, where we come together every Monday afternoon Central Time, and we talk about our weekend games. It's our casual game podcast. We play mini games. We compete with one another, and you know, we just kind of shoot the shit about video games because video games are cool, and we like talking about video games. We like playing video games. Connor, I want to go to you, my friend, because usually this is where we talk about what we've been playing, but I want to talk about specifically what you've been playing because me and Tavin kind of gave some thoughts last week. But I really want to dive deep with you and Ghost of Yotei. Tell me how you're feeling about that.
I'm feeling very positive on it. So basically, I've been trying to split my time between Ghost of Yotei and Hades 2, both of them being sequels that improved upon the original.
Can you get more up on your mic?
What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I'm playing sequels that upgraded themselves from the original. At least I'm kind of on there with Yotei. It's the fact that it's a new experience. I'll see when I unlock all of the weapons. So far, I'm at the point where I have the classic sword and dual swords that you get pretty early in the game. And then when it opens up a bit more, I've so far only gotten the Odachi, which is the weapon that you use to deal with the heavies of that game.
Mm-hmm.
So my experience with it has been very positive. Tavin kind of mentioned to me, and I think it was off camera, about how you go on this journey for a vengeance or whatever it is comparable to Tsushima, but then you get so distracted you go off and do a lot of bounties and you do hot springs and altars that you can get extra points to get your skills tree upgraded. And so it's a very clean open world experience game. They sucker punched it with Ghost of Tsushima. They did it again with this one. It remains to be seen how the combat's going to all play out at the end, because I find the action of switching between weapons more bothersome than switching between sword styles. I don't know if that's just me still getting used to it. I, again, haven't gotten all of the weapons available to me yet, but I'm hoping that they feel very different, because so far with just the Odachi and the dual blades, it seems like you only use them for very specialized enemies, whereas in the first game you were constantly switching out because you had a large variety of enemies that you more often dealt with your styles of swordplay rather than the actual weapons you've been handed. Again, I've yet to see that, because I've yet to be confident in saying that, because most of the encounters I've experienced are usually just like some spear guys and then some people with swords, and then you would have the brutes. But now that there's a weapon system that's delegated to being used against them, I'm still fighting against a lot of single arm sword people.
Sure.
One-handed, two-handed, whatever you would call it. And so it just seems like those extra weapons are just kind of just to change up the gameplay a little bit before going back to just using your katana, because that's overwhelmingly what you're going to be using. Again, I'll wait and see how the enemy variety gets introduced in the game and implemented into waves of enemies that you typically fight.
I want to talk a little bit just real quick. Not trying to cut you off or anything, but I mean, as far as Ghost of Tsushima goes, I don't remember a whole lot from that, but I want to say it was fairly similar to how you switch weapons here.
The function of how you do it is exactly the same. I disagree with Connor. I think this feels exactly like how Tsushima felt, like in terms of like the difference between it being different weapons and different stances. I think it's only a visual thing that like makes it seem different. But like to me,
that's kind of where I'm at.
I remember having one or two favorite stances in Tsushima that I used for the majority of that journey, and then I would only switch to the other two for specific enemy types.
One thing the main reason I wanted to kind of interrupt you here was I am at the point in the game where now they're really they're experimenting a lot more with enemies that have multiple different kinds of weapons. where when you switch to a weapon that'll counter their weapon they're currently holding, maybe they'll take a couple hits and then they'll switch to their other weapon that counters the weapon you're using.
I've seen that
And
with
so that
with bandit leaders or camp leaders.
and that's really interesting. That's
Duels,
kind of
too.
where this becomes more interesting in terms of like kind of the rock paper scissors of how these weapons work, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Did they
I mean,
not
it seemed like
Did they not switch
ahead.
weapons in Tsushima? Because like I understand that like them switching stances would have been too subtle for the player to register as something that needs to happen. Did they have different weapons in Tsushima? I don't remember.
I want to say so. It wasn't necessarily the type of weapons they were using. It was more so based on like the enemy you're fighting. Like there was like a heavy enemy
Yeah.
that you'd fight. I think it was like boulder stance or something like that. And then there was like a yellow like captain.
Right,
one
but
of
it
them,
would be
yellow-
like it'd be
yellow
like
robes
if
and
this
stuff.
guy has a spear, use this stance. If this guy has a shield, use this stance, etc., etc.
I don't remember that deeply.
Yeah, I remember it being like that, as you described, Tavin.
Mm.
Again, I'm just saying that with how the game is right now, because it doesn't really seem like I switch that often. I still just have the regular katana most of the time, whereas the stances, I at least felt like I was switching them a lot more.
It's so there's some of that I think it's technically ludonarrative dissonance where like you in a fight like a fight I'm using a different weapon against an enemy that's, let's say I'm using the big pole arm which counters the I talked to Tavin about it, or I've already forgotten what it's called. Kusarigama. Thank you. Which counters the Kusarigama, which is the blade attached to the chain, right?
That's right.
And so I'll defeat the enemy with the Yari, the pole arm. But then when the cutscene hits, Atsu's holding her katana, like she just fought with the katana. And so it's just something that's kind of pulls me out a little bit, and I wish it would just remember. And I get that might be a little more troubling to like code with like the cutscenes and everything, but like I wish that there was something where like it remembered what weapon I defeated the enemy with whenever we go to the cutscene. But that's one gripe that I've run into with the game.
It's a
It's an
motion
understandable
capture
one.
thing.
Yeah, and that's why the first game worked very well, because it didn't really matter how you beat them.
It's
You
all
just beat
katana,
the guys.
right?
Sure, yeah. But I do like the heart the game has. I find that a lot of the things you find in the open world, random side quests, you feel like you're interacting with real characters in this world rather than just like
Yeah.
a cutout, cookie cutter NPC that they plop in a certain area to make them act a certain way. Like for one example, I took down this outpost, right? And you definitely could have gotten a mission done beforehand, because when you beat the leader there, he's like, "Did that farmer hire you?" And you're like, "Don't know who that is." And
I did the same thing.
yeah. And did you go back to that farmer?
Yeah, so if I didn't know exactly where the farmer
Yeah.
was, but I found him eventually, and he was like, "Oh, I got kicked out of this spot." I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone there's dead. I already took him out." And he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, right, nice."
And you did the thing afterwards, I'm assuming.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, which like those little moments where he at first defends you against these bad guys that come up, and then he outs you, right? And it just from the way the situation worked out, it just seemed like a very human thing to do, because he was trying to get them to leave, but they weren't believing him. They're like, "We're gonna kill you in about 3 seconds if you don't tell us where she is."
Oh,
And a lot of other games may have had like, oh, what?
I was gonna say I didn't get to the point where he was gonna like out me. I saw them rolling up. I saw him going to talk to them. So then I snuck around to go behind them while he was distracting them. And then I heard him say something. I think it was like the code was like, "Oh, the player's getting too far away, so I need this person to like react, be like, hey, come back," or something like that. It's like, "You're gonna kill me if you go too far away," or something like that. That's what he said. But I was like right behind them, and then I like snuck up and it like destroyed them all.
See, I was doing that, but I waited like later. I was like, "Oh, they're gonna kill this guy. I better save him." And I start going around to save him. She's like, "Oh, she's there. Don't hurt me." I'm like, "What?" And I dealt with the situation fine. But again, it was just a very human thing to do. There's another one where a guy thinks I'm gonna betray him, so he acts accordingly. And in the world that it established for how crazy Ezo is, it seems like I would turn on him the moment I did, because the moment I had the chance to, because hell, that happened to me shortly after that. And I'm certain it was a situation I could have encountered earlier. And it just, obviously it's a time of turmoil, and it needs characters to act a certain way. And I just like how they act.
Kind of with what you're saying about like running into like more human stuff. I've kind of run into a little bit of like spots where I agree with you, and that's a great example from what you were talking about. But I've also run into like those more like robotic, like cookie cutter things where it's like, "Oh, I'm going to talk to this guy. He wants you to listen to what this guy has to say, follow him outside," and then that's it, right?
That's
it's
where
very,
I
like,
am.
paint by
Most of the
numbers.
NPCs that I've met seem pretty like whatever, like all right, this is a dude, maybe he's got a quest, maybe he doesn't. There's a lot, like especially if they don't have a name, if someone walks up to me and their name in the
It's a
subtitles
settler.
is Ronan, I'm like, I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck what you have to say. I'm either gonna fight you at the end of this cutscene or you're gonna give me something at the end of this cutscene. Like I'm like, I feel myself zoning out when people start talking, not because the dialogue's bad or the acting's bad or anything like that. It's just like you can feel how unimportant it is, you know, like to me.
There was one encounter that I found today that like really made me like, it was kind of like heartwarming. It was very sweet. Um, I met this like newlywed couple that had just moved to Ezo, and they were just like kind of camping out. They were almost like on their honeymoon, and they were just talking about like, 'cause they're like at a campfire. They had just like cooked a little meal, and like it was very cute. Like they were very welcoming. They were very like, oh man, what's it like here? We wanted to try to start a life here and stuff like that. And then Atsu's like warning about how dangerous it is because of all the things going on. And they're like, oh, thank you so much. And then I can't remember exactly what they said, but then you're prompted to um give them some sort of like wedding gift or something like that, and you can choose to give them like the flower materials that you can trade for like weapons dyes. You can give them straight up currency, which is what I did. And then I think I can't remember what the last one was. It was probably something like, oh, I'm not going to give you anything or something like go fuck yourself or something like that. Where you kind of have that option, but I really enjoyed that like little interaction I had, because it wasn't necessarily like a quest or like a little mission that somebody gives you. It was just a encounter that I ran into as I was looking for those like little like either the sword hilts or like headbands or something like that. I was just picking stuff up, right? Um,
Seems
but
like it might come up later.
yeah. I also just want to say today I ran into, I don't think it was today, but I found one of the most beautiful areas I've ever seen in a video game. It was just like very picturesque. It was very like serene, like a wildlife, almost like a wildlife preserve. It's in the Teshio Ridge, which is like the third area you go to, next to a lighthouse. So like be on the lookout for that. It's one of the most gorgeous areas I've ever seen in like an open world game. It made me very, I was just grinning ear to ear the entire time walking through it. It's
The
very,
game
very
is
pretty.
very beautiful.
Oh yeah,
We kind of talked to me, Tavin, and friend Spencer. Mentioned how the face models don't look the best. They really don't.
sure.
But hey, when the environments look as good as they do, I don't care. That's far more striking than photorealistic as beautifully crafted models as a lot of other games already have.
I mean, I don't think the fidelity of the environment looks good either. Like I
Yeah.
think this game looks like an early PS4 game. Just in general. But it's just got such strong direction, art direction, visual direction to where like they're like, all right, we are going to craft these trees to make it to where the light comes in at this angle, and there's going to be this amount of color in the grass to where like everywhere you look, it looks gorgeous, but like if you zoom in on anything, it looks awful. So it's great. It's great in landscape. It's not great in like zoom in focused on a thing.
I was gonna say there's a reason that like we've been sharing photo mode stuff in the Discord chat, and there's a reason that most of it is like big landscapes and not necessarily like close up on people, right?
Well, and I think they're also really good at creating moments. They're really, really good at like making it to where they're like, all right, this is a moment where the player's gonna want to do this. Like you'll often see like herds of horses like just like sitting in the grass, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna go run, and I'm gonna go run alongside the horses. This has got nothing to do with anything. It's not an objective. It's not a thing. You don't get bonus points. The horses aren't guiding me anywhere. I just see the herd of horses. I'm gonna go run with the horses, and it just creates this like very nice picturesque experience in it. But those horses look like crap. But it's just like me running alongside the horses. Like this is how you like craft environments in a way to where like visually they feel stunning, even when the technology or your use of the technology isn't at its highest caliber. And I think that's intentional as well. Sucker Punch is a smaller team. They've always been a smaller team, and the word is that they intentionally kept their budget low. It's about the same amount of budget they had for Tsushima, which they could have very easily expanded and made it more expensive. I mean, look at the difference between budgets with Horizon Zero Dawn to Forbidden West, from Spider-Man to Spider-Man 2. The budgets are incredibly inflated. Last of Us to Last of Us Part 2. The budgets are incredibly inflated, and Sucker Punch made the wise decision, or Sucker Punch or PlayStation Studios made the wise decision of, let's keep the budget about the same. So then, hey, when it sells what it's going to sell because people like the game anyway, we're gonna make more money off of that.
Come on, Tavin. Don't give credit to PlayStation. Give credit to Sucker Punch. Just give them the benefit of the doubt that they are the reason.
I will say some of it feels like a Sucker Punch thing because they've also Nate Fox, the creative head of the studio, has said, in response to questions about returning to old IP like Infamous and Sly Cooper or wherever else, he said, hey, we are a one-team studio. We work on one game at a time. We will always work on one game, or we have always worked at one game at a time, and that's the cadence that we like to be at. And I think it's really smart. I think it creates a strong identity of what a Sucker Punch game is, and I think it keeps the studio safe because you know what to expect from a Sucker Punch game, even though I don't think anybody would say either Ghost game is like the cream of the absolute crop.
10 out of 10, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
is anybody calling a Ghost game a 10 out of 10 experience? If you
I think
play more video games.
I think the peak of it, and that's generous, is a 9.
Yeah. Both these games feel very solid 8s to me.
Yeah.
And I said last week Ghost is just my least favorite IP from Sucker Punch, and it has continued to be so. Even though I am enjoying my experience with Yote, but more so in the exploring of the open world and doing all the side objectives. I'm not really doing that much story stuff at all. Connor's already ahead of me in terms of story stuff because I'm still on two weapons.
It's definitely a high 8, I would say.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say in regards to exploration and all that, but I just think it's so funny, just from a video game standpoint, and then the kind of seriousness of this narrative, where you'll be rushing around on your horse, and then all of a sudden a little yellow bird goes in front of you. And it's oh, go this way. It's
very much got that effect
ADD,
of you got to get to the next mission objective really fast, and you're like, okay, I will, and then you end up spending 5 hours following the bird.
Right. Love that yellow bird.
Love it.
Well, you know what else we love? We love playing mini games here on this show. And I want to hear what one Mr. Connor Elliott has for us this week.
Yes. Well, I got a whiteboard. A whiteboard
Excellent.
that I can now do consistently whenever I feel like it, really. Hangman. I love Hangman. Do you guys love Hangman? I love it. I always played it when I was a kid. I love it all the time. I really do.
It's a good pass the time type deal. You're maybe you're in the back seat with your siblings on a car ride, or you're I remember whenever me and Tavin worked together, and we had a whiteboard in the kitchen, and I would do a little thing in the kitchen, a Hangman board, and we'd play a little bit. It's a good time.
I don't remember this.
It was at Movie House.
Tavin does not care about those small moments that happen in life. That's why he's so soulless. But say it's a perfect game. The best game.
Hangman? No, I will not.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to find something in the video game world that can be a game, a character name, a developer, a studio, and that's going to be the subject of Hangman. Now,
excellent.
I never really know how many of these we're doing. I have 3 set up. Very likely we'll only do 1. So here it is.
Depends on how hard it is.
Jesus
oh
Christ.
My fucking God.
What the fuck is this?
So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 words. Right there.
10 words, huh?
Yeah, so you're going to have to find out what this is.
And the category is just video games. It's not necessarily just the name of a game. It's not necessarily the name of a character. Yep. It's okay.
Yep. It could be quite literally anything. So
excellent.
You guys are going to work in tandem. You guys can have a little game amongst yourself to see who gets it first. If you name it out fully, spell it out fully.
I think Hangman is definitely a more of a cooperative thing. It's not necessarily a competitive thing.
But then again, everything can be competitive. It's just a matter
inherently
of
cooperative.
It is. Inherently, it is.
10 words.
Who would like to do the first letter?
Before we decide that, Tavin, did you say too many words?
10 motherfucking words.
Oh, well, no, that's true. You can't have too
also too many words.
No,
yeah.
No.
This is supposed to be 3 max.
That's 3 words. Yeah, that's true. So let's see. You know what? Let's go because it is his favorite game, Phil.
What?
Hangman.
Hangman.
Like Hangman.
Okay.
Oh.
I had to piece it together as well.
I thought you were alluding that it was something Kingdom Hearts 2 related. I was like, what the fuck?
Don't think it can be.
I was like, you just giving it away? Oh, shit, giving it away for free?
It's darkness 10 times.
just like it's just spread out, like not because like there's the first one is like 3 spaces deep or something like that. So it's like DAR. The next piece is KNE. Yeah, yeah. I'll go with the easy start. I'll say R.
R, you say.
R. Yes.
So I have it up. I just was like, you know what? Let me blow it up. So there's no chance at all of me getting a wrong.
Oh, no chance.
No chance,
As in
he says.
he's gonna fuck it up 3 times at least.
No. I would never do that. But you said R, correct?
I said R.
Okay.
Let's not forget the last time we played Hangman, the thing was decoy octopus, and he forgot how to fucking that it had
Spell
like an
octopus.
S in it or something like that.
Hey, I'm sorry. But here there's no chance of you being wrong. Right there.
Okay.
Look at that.
Okay.
Right at the end of the first word.
Tavin, my immediate thought is that the first word is your.
That's
YOUR.
fair. That's fair. Give me an E, Connor.
An E, you say. Well, Tavin, that's the thing.
There's no chance he has 10 words and there's not a fucking E anywhere in there.
I wouldn't say there's no chance.
You know, there's always, a chance
Sure.
of anything. But come on.
There is. Never deny that the world's such a vast
It's
and
the
amazing
most used.
place.
It's the most used letter in the English alphabet.
Well, don't get ahead of yourself.
No, it is.
Remains to be seen.
Tavin, if it's unclear, I say okay. So there's
Okay,
five,
well, Phil,
there's 5
that's
letters in that first one.
That's probably
There's
a
5 letters in that
never.
first one.
That's probably a never right
It
there.
is never, yeah. Okay. All right, then we'll keep that. We know that that's an N there, or it
Yeah,
could be
so,
it could be
yeah.
like fever, it could be that too.
Oh, it could be that.
I'll say, well, since we're between those two, I'll go with a different letter. I'll say S.
S, you say.
S.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
As in snake. S.
Well, okay, you know what? I'll spoil it for you. Yeah, you got them. Some of them.
There's a lot of S's, huh?
Well, there's
So many
certainly a
S's.
couple.
Tevin, the reason I start with R is because, in Wheel of Fortune, for the final puzzle, they give you R, S, T, L, and E.
Look at that right there. Look at those S's.
Okay.
All right.
We got two.
There you go.
All in one word. That's good. That's useful though, right? All in one word, just like nowhere else. That's important, right?
Now, Phil, do we go M or N next? Do you think?
I think let's see if let's find out if it's never. I think go N.
N? Yeah. All right. Let's go
I'd say-
N,
yeah,
Connor.
and
N
then
is
I'll go
N is in no.
for my next one. I'll do like T or something.
Again, this is the benefit. It's hard to get none right.
The benefit of 10
Actually,
words is it's hard to get. Yeah, it is hard to.
Yeah.
It is harder to get none
Yeah.
right.
Really firing a shotgun.
Yeah.
It was N, correct? Yes.
N.
Okay.
N as in never. Never ever. Never ever.
Wait a second. That's
Oh my
not
God.
N. No, I got it all right. It's just I put something. I put something weird.
He put it in the wrong
I'll
spot.
say, hey, there's strike one.
Ah. There we go. Look, I feel like I'm writing calligraphy. The way I'm writing this, I'm having to keep my elbow off. I'm like, so eloquent, Connor, in your great writing.
I mean, I guess
Ugh.
by definition you are writing calligraphy, but
I am.
Oh, it's not never,
Oh,
Phil. It's
okay.
not never.
It's not, yeah.
Hey, it's you got it right in the sense of it being a letter.
Show me that again because I
Um,
don't know where we are anymore. Hold on.
Yeah,
I think the
that's fair.
second. Okay, the
Yeah, I'll
second
just keep it
letter,
held up.
second word can't be reasons because there would be an R there.
It's too big to fail.
I think we got to reach for more vowels here, Phil.
Okay,
Ooh.
okay.
The vowels are the life stealer.
I'll follow Tavin's lead and I'll say A.
A.
There's probably some
A.
A's in there.
A as in apple.
Oh, there's an A, buddy. Oh, there's an A.
Is he having
actually a couple.
Connor? Are you like control effing the letter in your in whatever the document is? Is that what's why it looks like you're going to type? Why are you looking? Why are you going to type? What's going on
Well,
here?
because he has it
No,
on
no,
his
no.
second monitor or something like that.
Yeah,
He has
yeah.
like the word.
He just wants to highlight all the letters to make sure
I
he
just
gets
don't know why.
them all.
I don't know what he's doing to type though. Is the deal.
Listen. I'm making sure everything.
You are control
is
effing? Is that what you're doing?
I think he's control
No,
effing.
I'm not. No. I'm actually not. I mean, that's actually not the worst idea.
I mean, it's a good idea.
It's not a
Yeah.
bad one.
If it's a long like phrase, you know.
What was the word? A. It was right.
A.
A
yeah.
is what I said. A as an
A is
apple
what he said,
or
yeah.
3 A's.
Oh, okay.
ooh.
Huh. Or an interesting place for that.
I'm
for
thinking.
that
I'm
s-
thinking that fourth to last, the one that's right above the last word. I'm thinking that's like have
Oh,
or
maybe.
maybe like
Maybe. Well, should we lean into that and try and get because we're fairly certain there's at least 1 to 2 V's in here, or should we go another?
Okay,
Should we go another vowel? Maybe an O.
I'm done for whatever you want to do. Before I chose A, I was gonna say T, just because that's like the next like we're still clean on the noose there.
We are still clean. We are. You know what? You're right. I'm gonna go a vowel. I like vowels. Give me an O, Connor. We'll try the O.
Oh, could be like ONS on that second word, yeah.
Something.
Well,
To me, it's like a
Maybe.
50-50 of like the uses of O's and U's.
Yeah. Or
Like-
I's even.
See, I think I is a lower tier vowel.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I mean, you do have a lot of like INGs, and there's a chance that we have an ING in here somewhere.
Or an INS, yeah.
Yeah.
there we go. That's 5 O's.
Oh, so many O's.
shit.
So many
SONS,
O's.
yeah, that's what I thought. that's what I thought.
SONS.
Of the
Did that put a vowel? Okay, we still. Oh, well, that what
Yeah.
is that? The 5th word there still missing a vowel, and the 3rd word still missing a vowel. So
I mean,
that's
so
gotta be
the
I's.
bottom there's got to be of the, right?
I'm not against it. Of the.
So let me just hit it. I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm gonna say T.
Hmm. Yeah, but you know, it
Forever,
could have not
ever,
been.
ever.
Are there any more?
Yeah, Tevin, from how this is going, I think we're just doing the one phrase here.
Listen, buddy. He picked a really big one to start. And I'm not. I'll be honest. I'm not good at the like catching the words early. Like you're clear. You're jumping into the what it could be faster than I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I think I can get full picture better than I can get individual words.
Yeah, I
What was that
play a lot
letter?
of word games.
Yeah.
I said T.
T. Okay. I messed up one of a little bit, not in a way that screws you guys over. T.
Shocker.
T.
This fucking guy. Metal Gear Solid.
T.
Number blank of the blank.
2 T's.
Is 8
2 T's.
words.
The other one I added was on the 3rd letter, an E at the end.
What the?
Connor, did you misspell? Did you misspell better?
No,
Okay, just making sure.
What the shit?
shouldn't say that because that.
I know
it's a
it.
hint.
I know it. I know it. I know what it is.
Oh, he's got it. Go ahead.
I've solved it. Peter Jackson's King Kong, the official game of the movie.
Yeah. You know what? Time to write it all out. See, too big to fail. Too big to fail.
That's fucking funny. That's fucking funny.
Peter Jackson's King Kong, the official game of the movie.
I'm surprised you remembered the whole title.
Of course. You only bring it up like once every like 2 or 3 podcasts.
Every single one. Not a single head. Not a single head. And you know what?
Clean.
You guys did so well. What? I erased it. Oh, shit.
I said clean.
Oh, yeah. We're going to do another one.
Okay.
Because why not?
He's not the
right?
one who picks that, but okay.
That's fine. I mean, I'm if it's not another fucking 10-word one, I'm fine with it.
Watch him do one word. Yeah.
Okay.
This fucking guy.
What is it?
All
I
right.
almost for a second I thought he was gonna go Sahelanthropus from Fan of pain.
That'd be funny.
I
Idea in the
mean,
future.
Tavin, be my guest. Do whatever you want to do.
3-letter word, huh?
No, I'm not going to give you. I'm not going to show you unless to show you how you succeeded or failed, though. You have to be more memorizing of what words were said. Make it a little bit difficult.
I'm gonna go.
Pretty easy.
I'm gonna go A.
It's got to be a vowel in there, right?
I know. Well, there. I mean, just by
Head
definition of
is what you
words,
get.
English words, there has to be a vowel.
All right. Then
You're starting-
I'll follow your lead and I'll say E.
You're starting to get hung. You guys, you're starting to get hung.
I'm already
Phil-
hung.
Phil's already hung. All right, there we go.
Ah.
I.
You're getting hung, guys. You're being too. You're
All
being
right.
too. You're being too callous.
Oh.
Oh God. Oh God.
Finish it off, Tavin.
U.
Oh no. You guys know it's not that. It's
a
no
Y?
vowels.
It's a Y. That wasn't a guess. That because it's
That was
Phil's
not a
turn.
You know what? I'm gonna go with what I think it might be because it's Connor. I'm gonna say S.
You're dead. You're dead.
Oh.
You just got
I thought-
hung.
I thought it was S and K.
Ah, that would have been a good idea. Well, it is not one of those things. It's
I
not
don't
that
know
thing. NCR.
I don't know if acronyms should be a
NCR.
thing.
One of the key factions. That's the you know that's everyone knows them are. The
You doing
NCR.
a faction from a
What-
video
what is-
game?
What is
Yes.
NCR?
Oh, the New California Republic.
From Fallout.
One of the main factions of Fallout New Vegas. Everyone know you guys are gaming online. You're gamers on the internet. You should know the NCR at this point.
I don't because I never played New Vegas. So
Well, you're not a pro-democracy kind of guy then.
I play Helldivers.
I played Hell That. Damn it, Phil.
No, actual democracy, okay? Like all the realistic problems it has.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
that's enough of that nonsense. Let's move on to a real game. A game that Tavin coined as turn-based trivia. Boys, it's been a long time since we've done this, and it was Tavin hosting for me and Connor, where he came up with questions attuned to each of us. I've done so for Connor and Tavin here. I've assigned each of them 5 questions, and they're gonna chip away at my health bar. I start, I believe, I forgot how much health we start with.
Everybody
but I
has
wanna
10,
say-
I think.
10, yeah. So for each question you get correct, that is 1 hit point off of me. If you get it incorrect, that is a hit point off of you guys. If you there's 2 things you can do, 2 little things throughout the game. If you cut me off and get the correct answer before I finish the question, that is a bonus hit point of damage to me. However, if you get it wrong, that's a bonus hit point damage to you.
I think it was also because you could pass it off. You could pass the question
So-
off if the other guy knew it,
so-
and if the other guy got it wrong, that was also 2 hits to you.
Correct, but you only get 1 pass per 5 questions.
Okay.
And that's like, as in, both of you have a pass that does not carry over if we finish the first 5 questions.
Yes.
So so Tavin and Connor, you both each have 1 pass. If we get to question 6 and you guys haven't used a pass, you still only have 1. It does not stack.
Oh God.
Okay. So if everyone understands, if we're ready,
I'm ready.
I think we're gonna dive right in.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay.
Starting with Mr. Tavin Bothel.
That's me.
Tavin, you're a fan of the Metal Gear Solid franchise.
I am. I like it a lot.
Can you tell me how many different Metal Gears have appeared canonically throughout the franchise?
Oh, fuck off.
You're better at
Okay.
this than me, Tavin.
I'll give you 30 seconds.
Shit. Okay. All right. So the 5 main ones, plus the 2, Peace Walker. Are we counting Shagohod as a Metal Gear?
That is up to you.
I mean, I would, even though it's technically not. So 5 main plus 2 plus Peace Walker.
The real question here is what does the wiki define?
Can
as a
you
Metal Gear?
repeat the question for me real quick?
How many different Metal Gears have appeared canonically throughout the franchise?
Different Metal Gears meaning like different models, not the repeats
Fucking
of the
nerd.
the.
Correct. Different models. I'll give you
okay.
5 more seconds.
I'm missing one. Oh, I am missing one. Got it. Okay.
Out of time, I need an answer.
Oh wait, does that counterbalance because 4 doesn't have one technically?
I need an answer.
Okay, I'm gonna go with my initial guess, and I'm gonna say 8.
Unfortunately, that's incorrect. That is going
fuck.
to be 1 hit point off of you guys. The Metal Gear Wiki states that there are. I would have accepted a margin of error of 2.
Oh,
There are 13 to 15 different Metal Gears that show up, and I'll list them off. The TX-55, the revised Metal Gear D, Rex, Ray, Arsenal Gear, Outer Haven, Shagohod, ICB Metal Gear, Gecko.
Outer Haven's not a Metal Gear.
And the wiki set claims that it is, because it's a revised model of Arsenal Gear.
Oh, okay.
The Gecko, MK2, MK3,
Geckos
Peace
aren't
Walker,
Metal Gears.
Zeke, and Excelsis.
But even with the margin of error, it'd still be off.
So yeah,
If you
that
took,
is that.
oh yeah, you're right.
You guys lose 1 hit point off of that.
I
Connor,
didn't know we were gonna get timed
well, okay, we
So
got to keep the show
aggressively.
moving here.
so
Gotta keep the-
aggressively.
30 seconds, Tavin. You had 30 seconds.
Let me count.
You're a fan of Metal Gear, man. You're a fan of Metal Gear. What are you doing?
Is it, you know.
All right, question number 2 for Mr. Connor Elliott.
See,
Connor,
I'm a fan. I'll actually get my answer right.
you're a fan of the Halo franchise.
Yeah.
The main enemy force you fight throughout the series is a diverse group of alien races. Can you give me the in-lore names of just 2 of those races?
Fuck no. I can't give that one Lord name. The Swahili. The Grubbles. Yeah, the Grubbles.
Unfortunately, that's incorrect. But the first answer you gave me was actually shockingly close to one.
I
of them.
know.
It's Swahili or some shit or
No, it's-
Yeah.
No,
No,
it's
Swahili.
Sanghili.
Sang
the elites.
Healy, yes.
Sanghili are the elites. The Kigyar, which are the jackals. The Ungoi, which are the grunts. The Letgolo, which are the hunters. The Jiralhanai, which are brutes. The Senshayum, which are the prophets. The Yanmei, which are the drones. And the Huragox, which are I forget what they call them, the squid ones that heal them and give them shields and stuff.
Yeah. That was the
engineers or whatever.
Engineers, that's exactly what they're called.
Yeah.
The elite name was the one I was like the only one I had been familiar with in the
Yeah,
past. 'Cause I actually
Sanghili.
read a lot of the Halo books, and so yeah, just not in
Said,
tune with
fuck
it.
no, Connor. I would have done worse than that because I would have been. I know there's a Swazim something in one of them.
All right. Back to Mr. Tavin Bothel.
Uh-huh.
Tavin,
Yeah,
you're a big fan of Naughty Dog's The Last of Us series.
I like it a lot.
In 2023, HBO premiered its TV adaptation of the same name. What's
Okay.
the name of the actress who portrays Ellie in the TV show?
Easy.
Oh,
I know it if you don't, Tavin. So that's
listen. I should know it. Hold on, give me just 2 seconds, because it is Bella Ramsey.
That is absolutely correct. That is 1 hit off of me.
Sometimes it just takes me a minute to get there, but I'll get there.
Mhm.
You know.
All right. We go right back to Connor.
Oh jeez.
Connor, the 3 of us all love Supergiant's hit roguelike Hades.
Oh yeah.
Throughout the game, you can interact and bond with several different characters within the House of Hades. Name all the ones that Zagreus can date.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's kinda 3.
He said name.
I need you to name them.
Oh, name them. Megara, Thanatos, and technically Meg. Yeah.
Nope,
That's her,
you
no,
already
no,
said
no,
that
her
one.
name's fucking Dusa.
I'll let it slide. That is absolutely correct. It is Megara, Thanatos, and Dusa.
Yeah.
All
Because
right,
I knew it was
tied-
like a
we're
part
tied
of
up.
Medusa. It was either Med or Dusa. But then I was like, oh, wait, I just said Meg. Because that's what they always call her.
All right. Well done. Question number 5 for Mr. Tavin. Tavin, you and I loved the 2021 indie darling Inscription, a horror-themed deck-building roguelike. In Chapter 2, you pick a starter deck based on one of 4 important characters to the game's overarching plot, known as scribes. Name one of these scribes.
That's real tough. Now, Connor, these scribes were based around archetypes of like subclasses that you would find in like D&D. There was one that was like centered around bones, which means it was like I had the word and I've lost it.
Is it a type of knight?
Necromancer.
I'll give you 30 seconds.
Is it just like warrior, wizard, necromancer, and then whatever the fuck, druid or some shit? I don't know. I'll go.
Those are classes, not subclasses.
I know, but I don't know. I didn't know they had names. I'll go wizard.
Unfortunately, I cannot accept that answer because
God
while
damn it.
he is a wizard, he does have a name.
Ah, fuck.
And I believe you're thinking of Magnificus.
They got names?
They do have names, yeah.
Oh.
So I would have accepted.
Oh, that's right.
Leshy.
You went and you beat the boss to get the deck.
Yep. I would have accepted Leshy, who is the person who holds you captive in chapter 1, and he's kind of like the druid guy. You have Grimora, who is the necromancer who owns all the bones, right? You have Poe, who is in chapter 3, it's the robot guy. And you have Magnificus, who is the wizard.
Magnificus.
Connor, we're not doing
Question. No,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Yeah, that is -1 hit point for you guys. Connor, back to you. Connor, many of your favorite games are those made by From Software. Throughout several games in their catalog, a fan favorite character by the name of Patches makes some sort of appearance. How many games does Patches appear in? I'll give you 30 seconds.
That would be 4.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect.
Is it 5?
Are you counting Demon Souls? Because that's not Patches.
His
It is
name is
Patches.
Patches.
His name is Patches.
His use name?
Yeah.
The answer is actually 6.
Oh.
Is he in
You're
Sekiro?
not counting DLC, is it?
He's not in Sekiro. No, it's not. It's not counting DLC. He appears in an Armored Core game.
6? Or is it one of the earlier ones?
No, it's Armored Core 4 Answer. Is
Oh.
I don't remember. I don't know what number that is. But it's It's Armored Core 4 Answer, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, and Elden Ring.
Not in 2.
Wait. You just named 4. 5. How many you named?
1, 2.
I know I missed it.
3,
I know I got
4,
wrong,
5, 6. Armored Core 4 Answer, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, and Elden Ring. That's 6.
Okay.
I also thought you missed one, but you didn't. So
Yeah.
we just can't count.
Nope, cannot.
All right. Well, we
Geckos
only
aren't
have
fucking
4
Metal
questions
Gears.
left. You still have a chance to beat me here. We also, since that was question 6. You guys still only have 1 pass each, since we're in the bottom half of the questions here.
Yeah.
Question number 7. We're back to Tavin. Tavin, you love Super Mario Galaxy. You've said before that it's the best 3D Mario game.
That's a.
Can you tell me 3 of
boy.
the 4 new power-ups that were introduced in Super Mario Galaxy?
Easy.
Nope.
No.
Do you need the name or can I just give the functions?
I'll take the functions.
So there's the one that
'cause
turns you in.
They're very very simple.
There's the one that turns you into a bee.
I need 3.
Huh. What is new in that game?
Best 3D Mario game.
Just recently watched the Scott the Woz video on it too. That sucks. Is this the one? Is this the one? There's one that turns you into a spring. Oh, 2. Okay. All right. We're there. Or he's at least like saying, I've answered 2 things.
You've
And
answered 2
then-
things. You're out of time. I need 1 more answer. If you can just come up with one out of the top of your head.
Just say hammer. Yeah, I don't know, but
It's actually
Introduce-
not a bad guess, Connor. I'm gonna say hammer.
And unfortunately, that is incorrect.
Yeah.
The Hammer Brothers suit was introduced in Super Mario Brothers 3.
Well, I meant
Damn.
like it turns you into a hammer.
Oh, no. No, the answers I would have accepted were Bee Mario,
Uh-huh.
Boo Mario,
Ah.
Spring Mario, and Ice Mario.
I
would've
almost said
accepted-
ice. God damn it.
I would have accepted Ice Mario, even though technically it's not correct, because fun fact, the Ice Flower actually made its debut in the 2005 DS title Mario and Luigi Partners in Time.
No.
Well, it was also
Yeah.
a new Super Mario Brothers for the DS, which I believe was before Galaxy.
Because
it was a DS
I don't
game.
think so. It was New Super Mario Brothers 2. The Ice Flower.
Maybe. There's also been different versions of
'Cause
the
it
ice
was-
power up.
It was definitely
games.
after Galaxy because
Okay.
the only one that had it before then was Partners in Time.
Okay.
All right. Another health point lost.
That was a fucked up question because I only played like maybe a quarter of Galaxy when it came to Switch, and I have not played it since it came out.
Best 3D Mario, huh?
Easily. It's called design.
Question number 8 for Mr. Connor Elliott.
Something
Connor,
you know nothing about.
You've said multiple times that your favorite fighting game is Blaze Blue Central Fiction, developed by Arc System Works. Can you name 2 games developed by ArcSys that are not Blaze Blue or Guilty Gear titles?
Yes. Will I remember them off the top of my head? No.
Do they have to be released currently?
I mean, yes, because developed as in not in development anymore.
Dude,
Can it be in a state in which people have played it?
Marvel Fighters Tokon. I'm saying that one.
You got that wrong.
Yeah. Where isn't it Arc System? It's Arc System.
It is Arc System, but that's not the name of the game.
I'm back. Okay, there we go.
You've got the right words. You've got them in the
Fighters?
wrong order.
No, not King of Fighters. I mean, DNF Duel. They did do that, didn't they? Or I feel like that's someone else. DNF Duel. Marvel.
I need your final answers here because you're unfortunately out of time.
Yeah, Marvel Tokon. I can't remember the name.
Unfortunately, you didn't give me enough because I wouldn't. I was gonna allow Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls if you had gotten the whole thing. But I would have accepted any of the River City games.
They did do those.
Bubble Bobble, Double Dragon Revive, Hunter x Hunter Nen Impact,
They made that?
or Under Night in Birth. Either that one or the sequel, Celeste.
That one's a stupid one. Yeah, I should have known that. Well, I was right about the first DNF. No, not, huh?
No, you were not. At least it's not on the website. I was on the Arc System Works website, and these are all games that are on the Arc System Works website that are games that they've made.
Yeah, hey, I'll take that L.
That is another L for you guys.
Yeah, it said it was done by Arc Systems Works.
It was
Co-developed by it's co-developed by multiple people though. So
okay. I mean, it wasn't on the website, so maybe I just didn't catch it.
Game design is weird.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. You know what? Just you found it. I'll take away a health point for myself, but I'll put the one back.
Wait, what?
We're getting a point
I'm still technically ahead, and yeah. So right now I have 7 health points. You guys have 5.
He's counting it as a win.
Back?
We got it a
I'm
win.
counting it as a win for you guys. I'm counting it. I'm being generous.
Okay, thank you. I'll take it.
Question number 9 for Mr. Tavin Bothel. Tavin, you and I both love the Ratchet and Clank franchise. We also both agree that Going Commando, the second game in the series, is the best in the franchise.
You son of a bitch.
In Going Commando, Ratchet and Clank get teleported to the Bogon Galaxy in order to work for the weapon manufacturer Megacorp. What's the name of Megacorp's CEO?
That's a great question, Phil. I got the fat fuck in my mind.
$30 seconds.
It's a game about a Lombax. What's so hard about it?
You know what? I'm gonna give an answer here, and I'm gonna say Captain Cork.
Unfortunately,
that's
I
correct though.
That answer.
But that's right
no,
though.
He's not the CEO. He's pretending to be the CEO.
Oh, you're right. There is a real. Okay, I was being cute. Can I do it again?
Okay.
Is it like
you gave me
Fizzleworth?
an answer, so technically no, I shouldn't.
Is it Fizzleworth? Something like that? Fizzle.
Incorrect.
Fizzle something.
All right. The correct answer is Abercrombie Fizzwidget.
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 Abercrombie. That's funny.
Abercrombie Fizzwidget. All right. The final question for Mr. Connor Elliott. Connor, you're a big fan of Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
I am, yes.
What year did it come out?
You dumb loser. 2019.
There you go. Good
it's
job.
The only one that he knows for sure.
Good job.
Because it got snubbed at the Game Awards. It's the only one he knows for certain.
Well, that is true. But it also is because Sekiro won that year, so it was a good year.
I just thought that one was funny for the last question because all the other ones were like actual like paragraphs.
Yeah.
Hard.
Multiple sentences.
was like, woo, just a year. It works
And
for
you
me.
know,
It works on
Connor's
me.
terrible with years, so you know, I was like, you know, let's go for it. It's funny.
There's a lot of games you could have said that would have maybe tripped. Would have had to pass it over to Tavin.
Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
2018.
No.
2017.
There you go.
Yes, and it was one of those.
Question is, if I had said Breath of the Wild, would he have let it pass the baton to you, Tavin?
Yeah,
And
that's
he would have just
that's
he would
the
have just
problem.
confidently said 2018.
Yeah, that's the problem. You know,
That's not true. I would
it's
not have. I
it's
knew
hilarious because we've
2017
talked about
or
Breath of the
18.
Wild coming out in 17 100
So many
times.
times.
100 times.
It's the launch of the Switch, bro.
That's two
He
different
doesn't,
years.
he doesn't know when that happened.
All right. Well, congratulations to me because I win.
You won.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun coming up with those questions for you guys. You guys did a good job getting some of them correct. I'm proud a little bit. But
Not
yeah, fake fans, all of you for your franchises.
Mm-hmm. Not for me in
Geckos-
Three Houses though.
Geckos aren't fucking Metal Gears.
Take it up with the Metal Gear wiki, okay?
You know,
They know more than you, Tavin. Clearly.
clearly. They might
All right,
actually be called
close
Metal
us
Gear
out with
Geckos.
our final
They're not.
minigame, Tavin Bothel.
All right, so gentlemen, I thought it'd be fun to have a little bit of a quicker discussion topic, and we're gonna talk about. Actually, I just realized it would probably also help if I showed y'all what I was looking at here. We are going to, the Game Awards is coming quite soon. We should be getting
around the corner.
nominations really any day now. Is where we should be getting our nominations for this year's Game Awards.
Isn't it in November we get the nominations?
Usually, yeah, it should be because there needs to be time for the people to vote, and it happened. The Game Awards themselves happened December 8th this year. They always happen like first week of December anyway.
Yeah, so we're like a month away.
Yeah, so yeah, I expect those nominations to come out probably in a month is when they're going to come out. Ideally, I'd like us to do like a live reaction to the awards. Not that I think it's just like all comes out all at once, but I would like to do a live reactions. But who knows with the schedules we have right now? So I
For
figured
Game Awards or the nominations? Sorry.
for the nominations,
Oh, okay.
Game Awards. I'd also like live
Because-
reactions for the actual awards themselves this year, but that will depend on if Connor and I can get our apartment into order by then. So I thought it would be fun to go through and rank each Game Award Game of the Year winner of the last 11 cycles that it's had. So we have 11 games on the list. I thought we would just start at the beginning and then work our way through it, and then it would just be like game club rules of just like majority vote is where it'll land.
Sure.
There we go. So of course, 2014, the first year of the Game Awards, Dragon Age Inquisition started it all. But of course, Dragon Age Inquisition, a good game, a real good game, but not like the best game ever, right? And then immediately, personally, I believe, and Connor would probably agree with me here, immediately gets dethroned by 2015 Game of the Year winner, The Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt.
I would disagree.
I'm gonna beat your ass.
I haven't played either, but I was going to say from what I
How?
heard, I was going to agree with you.
In what way is The Witcher 3 not a better game than Dragon Age Inquisition?
I don't disagree. What are you talking about?
I fucking hate you, you piece of shit. All right, so there we go.
Dragon Age, Witcher.
Number 1 right now, Witcher 3. Number 2, Dragon Age Inquisition. Which brings us to 2016. And I should have said it before we got started, is I believe these first 3 are probably going to be pretty 1-to-1. I mean, this next one we might have a conversation for, but I would be shocked if it doesn't land where I expect it to land. 2016, Overwatch.
Overwatch, I feel confident in placing that right between Dragon Age and Witcher 3 because, I feel like from how I've heard people talk about it, I also have the experience for many, many years of Overwatch and putting that at the new number 2 and having also not played Witcher. I've heard several people that is an absolutely quality game in terms of like how it stands head and shoulders above many other games of the same genre.
Connor, I think
10.
you're the only one who's going to have a differing opinion here.
Yeah, 10.
All right, we're not starting there. We're like between these 3 games.
Tavin, let's
3.
remind the audience that Connor thinks that just because a game currently now isn't as well received as it was at the time, that it should have Game of the Year status revoked.
Yeah, that
Now,
doesn't make any fucking sense.
admittedly, I did admit that I was wrong on that one.
Yeah, it's a fucking
All
boneheaded
right, so,
argument.
all right, so
That being
so
said-
actually engage in the conversation and tell me where Overwatch is going and
No,
why.
I get it. I specifically saying it's 10. I'm saying that because it's not going to be there right now, and because I know where the Game of the Years are, and I know that's going to be 10. Because I know there's only one that I would
Okay,
put below it.
fuckhead! Where in these three?
10.
Oh, here he comes.
Here he comes.
Better lock your door, Connor.
I can do that, but then that would take out some of the fun of it, wouldn't it?
Here comes the dog. The dog's coming too.
Wait, he sits down. He's got
All right, so
say it.
so you're gonna put it at the new number 3.
Say it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
So new number 3, right, Connor?
I'm gonna say it. Oh, you go. Well, once everyone hears, yes, it will be number 3 soon because Tavin will put it at number 3, defaultly making it number 3. It's number 10 though.
I would put this above Dragon Age easily.
I was gonna say, I feel like he's gonna agree with me and put it between them.
Overwatch in 2016 was a way better game than Dragon Age Inquisition,
Yeah, I agree.
and it had a bigger impact. It was more memorable. Like nobody's talking about Dragon Age Inquisition today.
Let's so okay, to clarify what you said, Tavin, it's of course in 2016 Overwatch is a bigger game than Dragon Age Inquisition, but I think you need to add the caveat it's a bigger game than Dragon Age Inquisition was in 2014.
I mean, I think Overwatch 2 is a bigger game than Dragon Age Inquisition.
Wow.
Based
wow,
on
wow.
how people talk
Now,
about
I'm
that
not
way
saying
more,
it's
yeah.
a more beloved title. I just think more people were into it, you know. But we're not
Sure.
talking about that.
Okay.
We're talking about Overwatch in 2016, the one that won the award.
All right.
Now, wait one second, because this is in the context of just quality in general. I know as the game club.
Yes, it's all the sliders: quality, impact, influence. Like you know, the conversation that it had, the game that. Game of the year under the scope of it was the game of the year, the one that was talked about, the one that ate up the conversation.
For sure.
Right.
Connor?
Yeah, so Connor looks like it's not going to
Did
end
you
up
have a
at number
point
10.
to add on to that? Or?
No, I was just like clarifying.
Okay. All right. Moving on to 2017, as we have already discussed, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
I think that's new number 1.
I think it's number 2.
I think it's number 2 as well.
Okay, well that's the vote.
Okay, well, there it is. I think The Witcher 3 is a higher quality game. Just overall, but like I like even putting my own personal biases to the side, like I think it's just really hard to beat Witcher 3.
Yeah, and that's where I'm at as well. I would, if I had my personal list in front of me, Breath of the Wild would be there above Witcher 3. I'm notoriously not as big of a fan of Witcher 3 as a lot of other people are, but objectively, as Tavin just said, you can't really, it's not really a game you could be that critical of in terms of like insulting aspects of it.
Tavin, if we ever get to Witcher in Game Club, is it going to dethrone MGS3 at number 1?
Witcher 3, yeah.
It's a conversation. I think it goes above. I think it goes above Last of Us. For
All right.
sure.
But we'll wait
Yeah.
and see when we
We
play
wait
it
and
in
see.
10 years.
Something
In 10 years, yeah.
God of War 2018.
I want to put that one at number 1.
I personally would put that at number 2. I could hear the argument for 3. I'm surprised you're going for 1 here, Phil.
Well, he never
just-
played Witcher 3.
I never played it, yeah.
But I'm
Yeah,
surprised he's putting God of War above Breath of the Wild.
I think it depends on the mood I'm in.
Yeah. This is actually a hard one. It's not going above Witcher 3. It's just a matter of below or above Breath of
Zelda.
the Wild. You know what? Yeah, I'll say it above personally.
Okay.
Switch that, but
Okay.
you know. Stated rules as such.
God War.
God
of War.
All right. And that brings us to the hotly debated, quote unquote debated, 2019, where we had Sekiro Shadows Die
sorry.
twice.
It Takes Two is 2021. I'm stupid.
This one's tricky for me, Connor. I want you to lead off the conversation here because
Oh, I can definitively say one. Not even
that's
question.
crazy.
Yeah, that parry system. Listen, very few games. Here's my biggest issue with Witcher 3. Right, the thing that you do a lot of in that game is combat.
Yeah.
Combat comparatively is like
Not as good.
comparing McDonald's. I love McDonald's. I really do. I eat it all the time.
It's a bit extreme,
Never
but okay.
will not have McDonald's. But when I go to a nicer restaurant, I want to spend money and enjoy the food to the max, which is what Sekiro offers me. You know,
There's no
narrative
way
and
that
gaming.
game is higher than God of War. There's no way.
Narratives in gaming, like boring. I play the game mostly, and Sekiro, moment to moment, is just top tier.
God
I
of
think
War
off
still
of-
has fucking phenomenal gameplay. Like
It does. It
It's
does
not
have
like
phenomenal
it's not
gameplay.
Sekiro's though. It's not.
It's not Sekiro. Sekiro's got the best gameplay, like in terms of like hardcore, like how it feels to swing a sword. Sekiro is easily the best. But
But that's not all gaming is.
yeah, the rest of it, I think it kind of falls short to several of these titles, especially
True.
Impact.
Yeah, I don't care about Impact. And
I feel like it falls short, like narrative-wise, it falls short of Breath of the Wild. Like, what the fuck?
no,
Yes.
definitely not. It's definitely not.
I don't know about that.
It's the fact that gameplay is king, and when it does it better objectively than all of the other games so far on this list, I'll just put it at one.
But like, nobody cares about Sekiro.
Exactly.
Exactly, that's true. Which is why we should care about it more than all of the peons out there. That
No.
would say it's above. I mean, if we're saying that, I feel like you'd get Overwatch higher than Sekiro. Yeah, that's the metric that matters.
I'm not going that
But-
far.
No, I wouldn't go that far either.
That-
Like, I think the highest this game, like Sekiro, goes is 3.
Well, then put it there. That's the beauty of this.
I was gonna put it at 4.
That's why I said the highest. I'm not saying I'm voting for it at 3.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. I'm personally going 4. I think the impact of the 3 games above can't be denied. I mean, that top 3 kind of redefined their own respective genres and like have great qualities about each of them and do something phenomenally in each category. Like, you really can't go wrong. I think Sekiro does a handful of things exceptionally well, but it falls short in other areas that I would like to see. And I also think like just, I mean, Impact alone, it only beats Dragon Age. But
Yeah, right.
I think it's
So
a
number
overall
4.
better package than Overwatch. It's a more fulfilling package than Overwatch, and I think it's a better constructed package than Overwatch, even though Overwatch was more impactful and more quote unquote influential. Even though, do we really see that many hero shooters anymore, other than Marvel Rivals?
That was the big new player on the block.
I mean, at the time when Overwatch came out, we saw everyone trying to bite
Exploded
Overwatch's shit.
everywhere.
Someone was really, people were really trying.
Phil, where are
and
you here?
I feel like I'm agreeing with you. New number 4. I just think that in terms of successful hero shooters, I think it's a two-legged race. It's Overwatch and it's Marvel Rivals.
I
Yeah,
mean,
at this point,
Valorant
Paladin.
is like a hero shooter take on your
But that's more of a tactical game. I'd say
tactical
that's
game.
more of a Counter-Strike than it is a hero shooter. It's
Sure.
very much a blend. It's very much a blend of Overwatch and Counter-Strike, but I think
Yeah.
it leans more Counter-Strike.
And I would also say the same about Rainbow Six Siege, even though I
Mm.
think that came out before, but I think it really found its groove after Overwatch came out. I would say
Siege
the same,
was what,
but again,
15?
yeah, that sounds right. 14 or
Yep.
15, but it took a second to like find its groove.
like not till like 2017, I want to say.
That's when it like hit its groove.
I think that's when
Yeah,
it like
'cause-
peaked is
Yeah,
like 17ish.
Oh wow, it came out December 1st, 2015.
Oh shit!
Okay, well, there
Late
you go.
there.
Yeah. Moving on. me and Connor might come to blows over this one. The Last of Us Part 2.
Ah, yes, indeed.
Um,
Yeah, we wonder where Phil's gonna put.
I'll
this.
just go ahead and get mine out of the
Yeah.
way. I think this is number 3
Go ahead.
above Breath of the Wild, below God of War.
see, I'm not even mad at that.
Wait, above. Oh yeah, above.
Yeah, I'm not even mad at that. I mean, I've in terms of actual gameplay that I've experienced from Last of Us Part Two, it's very minimal. Like, the furthest I've gotten in the actual game is right after Joel goes golfing. Um,
Not that
and
far.
yeah, exactly. Probably like 2 hours. What is that? 2 hours?
2 hours.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and yeah, I think from how much that game like exploded in terms of like the conversations around it, not all of them positive.
Mhm.
In fact, a lot of them not positive, but it was just the fact of like, publicity, all publicity is good publicity, and it's just the people are talking about it. I would say that game, it makes sense that it is the definitive game of 2020. Like there's no way, like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I think the quality of the game, the narrative, the visuals, um, I don't know. I think 3 is honestly a perfectly serviceable spot for it. I don't think it deserves to go higher than that. It certainly doesn't touch God of War for me. And then I've never played Witcher 3, so I mean, and you guys hold it higher than God of War, so I think that makes sense for it to be the new number 3.
Hmm. That's
I
a good
also want to
question.
throw in.
'Cause
I think The Last of Us Part Two is the best. I have to think about it real hard, but I think it's the best stealth game we've gotten so far this decade.
We live in a
And
post Last of Us world.
and I think it's one of the better stealth games we've gotten in the last 10 years.
I wouldn't comment on that, but as far as where I would place it, I mean, my thoughts on the game are very cemented. I do think the narrative really falls flat with what it's trying to do, even though nothing's like wrong with the writing. A lot of the criticisms of the game are definitely stupid. A lot of the hate against it, majority of the hate against it, is stupid.
It's not flat. Did you see Abby on the boat, dude?
Flat? Oh,
She's
I
pretty
did
flat.
not.
I'll be honest.
Maybe
There's
there's
something
one
there.
shot. But I mean, when you get into technical aspects of games, it's very, very high up there. I can't get picked up on my mic by making noises, so I'm gonna go. It's basically a
I
matter
could
of
hear.
above.
I can hear the
problem
I
with
can hear the
noise
argument
suppression.
of Breath of the Wild was more impactful. I can hear that argument.
Yeah,
I mean, I think that's the case, but it's the fact that like just the sheer level of like quality of the video game, I think
Yeah.
stands it above Breath of the Wild. But like, I think if we're just talking conversation and impact, I think Breath of the Wild is like one of the like top
So,
spots of the whole list.
that you guys keep bringing up impact. Was that something said that has more weight now all of a sudden? Because it doesn't get brought up
No,
as
it's
much
just
as
a
it does
factor.
during like the game.
It's a
club.
big
It
factor
gets
for
brought up
Game
in
of the
Game Club
Year.
all the
Game of
time.
the year,
Both
Game of the year.
but you guys just tune out whenever I start talking about it. You guys tune out. But like
That's
I
not
bring it
true.
up almost every episode.
No, yeah, that's. I mean, but like, it's not as high of a mark for what we talked about.
I
It's
I
not
hold
gameplay
every
or
slider
narrative.
equivalent. Like
Mhm.
every slider equivalent. Like
I
it's just
do agree.
it's just those sliders move along their own scales individually. So games where
Yeah.
gameplay isn't
Yeah.
that great, impact might be really high. So you have to talk about impact because that's the highest rated slider.
Yeah.
Mhm. Which I guess in that case, I will put it above, just above Sekiro, below Breath of the Wild.
Phil,
I mean,
where on that
I mean,
coin are you falling?
I think when we're talking about Game of the Year, I think impact and conversation is more important.
Yeah.
So I feel like with that, I would have to put it below Breath of the Wild.
I'm not mad at it.
The only reason I would say that impact doesn't exceed Breath of the Wild is solely because a lot of what Last of Us 2 is more about the conversation around it rather
Yeah.
than the effects of it. Whereas the
And-
first Last of Us game would be a different matter altogether.
And
I
that's the
agree.
thing,
Less
though,
about
right?
reaction.
Is there was still conversation about Breath of the Wild, but way less of it was negative. like
That is
there
true.
was so much
I
more
don't
negative
disagree.
conversation around Last of Us. Yeah.
Yeah,
2021.
yeah, I don't feel like dragging that conversation out anymore.
'Cause you know you could-
2021, It Takes Two.
Bottom of the list.
Yep.
I'm with that as well.
That's still the one I look at and I'm like, good for those developers. I don't
mean,
understand how it won, but good for the
It's
developers.
it's a big. I mean, it's a great accomplishment. Me and my like I'm definitely the highest on it of the three of us.
Yeah.
It still baffles me that 1. Like
Yeah.
that's crazy. I think it's a really like great achievement, and I think it's a like Connor said, great for Hazelight. Like
Dude, against what PlayStation Studios did that year, come on.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like Ratchet and Clank and Returnal, what are we doing?
yeah.
And also
If I had,
when I went back and revisited that game
21's
earlier
a
this
tough year.
year, I was like, hey man, this game's actually not really good at all.
Yeah, 21's a tough year. The only what else was nominated that year? Can you tell me, Tavin?
Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, Deathloop,
Eternal.
It definitely beats Deathloop.
let me see if I can find.
I feel like I'm missing a really important game.
I mean, yeah, we're missing 2.
I don't
other
know.
noms.
Was Returnal nominated?
I thought it was.
I
yeah.
don't think it was nominated for Game of the Year.
Yeah, that's my problem there. I don't
So
know.
the
can't find
noms
it
for
for-
2021 were Resident Evil Village, Psychonauts 2, Deathloop, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, Metroid Dread, and It Takes Two.
God,
Metroid
just a
Dread, huh?
snub of Returnal all the way around. That's crazy.
Damn, yeah, I thought they
Um,
got at least nominated.
My pick for
I
this
mean, that's
is
not a
between-
strong list. That's just not a strong list.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. 2021's a tough year. My pick for these would have been either Ratchet or Psychonauts, but like I don't know.
You know, Ratchet came out. I think it's the free game. Was I wrong about that? Tavin, Phil, you might know more about that. It's the free
I don't
game
know.
this month.
No,
Oh,
Ratchet is
this
not.
month?
Yeah.
This
What is
month,
it? No.
this month is I just saw it. It's Alan Wake 2,
Great game.
Alan Wake 2, the puzzle game that me and Tavin were talking about,
Inscription.
Cocoon.
Oh.
That's what it's called. And then fucking Goat Simulator 3.
Okay.
It's a good lineup. 2022, Elden Ring.
Top of the
Well,
list.
you know where I'll put it. Yeah.
Top of the list.
I'm not gonna fight it.
Well,
I like
yeah.
Witcher 3. I like Witcher 3 more. But
Which is an very arguable point.
yeah,
Very, very
but
arguable.
I mean, it's From Software at the top of their game, at the top of their powers.
Yeah. But like also when we're talking about impact, Tavin, me and you working at BJ's, people that we never even really talk about, people overhear us talking about Elden Ring, and then a cook that we didn't even know played video games is like, "Oh, you guys talking about Elden Ring?"
Yeah. Or
Like,
people who don't play video games played Elden Ring for some reason.
The fucking like water cooler
Yeah.
conversations that were there, like with Elden Ring. I feel like we're getting more of those down the line. I think because of how much of a hit Elden Ring was with some of these normies, like it's crazy.
Yeah. I'm not going to argue it. I think Witcher 3 is very strong in the type of RPG that it tries to be, which is a very different RPG than what Elden Ring is doing. And that's a coin toss. I think honestly, my preference for it is really just down to personal opinion. And I in these types of conversations, I don't care too much about that.
Yeah.
Moving on, this one will be an interesting one. 2023 Baldur's Gate 3.
That comes to 1 or 2 to me. I don't know where you guys are.
I think it's below Elden Ring, but like I said, I can't argue against Witcher. So
It's one of
really a-
I want to make the argument for Witcher 3, but Baldur's Gate 3 is just such a much more ambitious
that's another one of those
project.
special games. Yeah.
Yeah, it's real special. And Witcher 3 has the benefit of I've played Witcher 3 probably like 3 times, and I've not completed a full playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. And so it's a tricky one for me. But if it's between Elden Ring and Baldur's Gate, I'm probably I don't know. Elden Ring had more influence, impact after its launch, because I don't think you can get Baldur's Gate 3's. I think that's a once a decade type game.
Right.
But because it's a once a decade type game, that might elevate it to number 1, because I think you can get another Elden Ring. It's not likely, but you can get one.
I still stand by that. I think Baldur's Gate 3 should be number 2. But if I get outvoted, I get outvoted.
I mean, it's Impact Elden Ring would win out, despite how major Baldur's Gate was. I'll say that just because of impact. Game wise, that's a whole other.
I mean, Baldur's Gate was another one where like non-gamers were playing it.
It was. That's why it's just Elden Ring seemed to bring more people
But-
in. Like I remember my
But
family.
I was gonna say,
bringing
but
that up.
was it more so than Elden Ring was? Because I don't think it
I
was.
don't think so. I don't
Yeah,
think
that's
so.
the issue. I think it even sold more.
I think Baldur's Gate still hit nerd. Like it still was like kind of. Oh, it absolutely. Elden Ring absolutely sold more.
Oh, of course.
Baldur's Gate was more like still in nerd territory, and I think Elden Ring exceeded nerd territory.
It's that Dungeons and
Yeah.
Dragons of it, I think.
Yeah. So all
That's
right,
true.
if we're going to, we're going to. All right, I don't know. It's got a. Oh, I guess it doesn't. And then the final one, the one from last year, Astrobot.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. This one's kind of tricky.
This
It
is a
is.
tricky one. This. I feel like this is the most contentious one that we can think of, unless we all just agree. You know,
Personally, I say it. It kind of hurts my heart a little bit to say it because of how much I love the game. I'd probably personally rank this game higher than Astrobot in an all-time list, but in this list, I might put Astrobot above Sekiro.
I'm not
could
that
even
far off.
hear. I could even hear an argument of it going above Last of Us Part 2.
That's exactly where I was gonna land. I'm not that far off from where you were. I'm right there above The Last of Us Part 2, below Breath of the Wild, just because it's such a celebration of PlayStation as a whole, and like people were all talking about how great it was, and when people heard, oh, what the fuck is this like baby game? It's people are talking about this for Game of the Year, and then they play it and they're like, okay, I fucking get it now, right?
It's one of those examples of like people who aren't about the culture of games and just like games and play games or whatever. They point at this year as an example of like, oh, the Game Awards are quote unquote rigged, but in reality, that was the right answer. That was the correct answer for the year that it was in, right?
They played Black Myth Wukong and they're like, oh, look, it looks fucking amazing.
Exactly. You know, and so, but Astrobot is a great statement. But in terms of quality of game and impact, it starts faltering a little bit, but it's such a strong statement. So like Connor, I imagine you may even drop below. I could see you making an argument to dropping even below Overwatch, and I could hear that argument, but I don't fucking agree with it. Connor, where are you at? Where are you thinking right now?
Oh, definitively, Sekiro's a better game, I will say. But it's going above Sekiro because Astrobot is so much more accessible to a wider audience. There was that element of it where I don't like it because, frankly, I understand the celebration of PlayStation stuff and why it has value. It doesn't do anything for me, mainly because I just see that as like a marketing bit rather than anything soulful. But it was done well. It was implemented well. It wasn't implemented soullessly. That's just my own opinion of things going forward. And the fact that it's just such a highly accessible game, not only for anybody that just doesn't really play games, but also for people that want to elevate themselves to be like, okay, what makes a good, what makes a game that's, what makes good game design, right? And Astrobot is able to do that a lot more effectively across the board than Sekiro is. So below Last of Us.
Is there
Above Last of Us, below.
Is there a Sekiro guy in Astrobot? Is there a Sekiro bot?
No, there's a Bloodborne guy.
I know there's a
there's
Bloodborne
other-
bot.
I don't think.
I do not believe there's a Sekiro guy. It's hard because there is just a lot of dudes with swords and masks in that game.
I feel like I have, maybe I just manufactured the memory of seeing a bot with like the little top knot and the.
I think he's from
stuff,
one
yeah.
of those like more obscure samurai-esque games, maybe because
Okay.
there was
Musha, maybe?
several that I was like, I don't know where the fuck this guy's from.
Okay.
I think
Is it the Onimusha guy that you're confusing it with?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
maybe.
I
I
don't
had
have
to
it.
tab it.
It's not like I have it in front of me or anything.
Yeah, I kind of was asking Tavin.
I almost want- is
seems
Neo
like
in that
he
game?
He seems like he is. Who?
I don't know.
Neo?
Neo.
I don't think
Is
Sekiro's
there
in there.
Neo representation?
I think there might be
Oh,
Neo
Neo.
representation in there, but I don't think
There might
Sekiro's in
be.
there because I think they pulled Demon Souls and they pulled Bloodborne.
Looking at all
much
cameo bots. Oh, I thought it was going to be like an actual list. That's fucking pictures of all of them. Okay, I'm not going to do that. So many.
Astrobot. Yeah, I think Astrobot. Connor, you make a great point about accessibility and what it means to in sort of like a hey, do your homework type
Mhm.
Yeah.
deal, where it's just like, hey, this game's just got great design. It's cheerful. It's fun to play from stem to stern. Like that was a game that like my nephew played Astro's
Playroom.
Is that the demo? Yeah, because it's Astrobot
That's
Rescue.
that's the
Mission is
tech
VR
demo
title.
for PS5.
Yeah, my nephew played Astro Playroom, and he there's like a portal in that game where it takes you to the store page for Astrobot, and he like bought the game on his own at like 4 or 5 years old, and his parents were like, "Hey, he just bought this." And I went, "Oh, you got to put a password on your cards, guys.
Yeah,
I don't know what to tell you."
On the card. Yeah.
And they were like,
Bad
it's fine because
bad parenting.
Because he loves it. It's like his favorite game ever right now. They recently hit me up and were like, "Hey, what are more games kind of like that?" Because he loved that and we'd like to get him another game or whatever. And I was like, all right, well, I gave him a list. So yeah,
Get that boy on Jack and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy.
I love him, and for that reason, I won't. You know,
Jack and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy.
The list is as follows.
Just the first one, yeah.
From the bottom, number 11, It Takes Two. Number 10, Dragon Age Inquisition. Number 9, Overwatch. Number 8, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Number 7, Astro Bot. Number 6, Last of Us Part 2. Number 5, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Number 4, God of War. Number 3, The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt. Number 2, Baldur's Gate 3. Number 1, Elden Ring. Gentlemen, is there anything here that stands out of like, that's wrong?
No, but I need a cigarette after that top 5, dude.
That's a good point.
No.
Connor?
No.
If this Connor, if this list was presented to you via like IGN or something, would you be like, what the fuck are they thinking?
See, that's what I'm thinking, where it's like
ranking the Game Awards winners or the Game of the Year winners.
I think the only issues here would be Last of Us Part 2. I feel like only because there's that large group of people that hate it, and Astrobot. I feel like if you were to look at like the internet's general people's response, to be like, I think games.
I think you'll see. I feel like you would see a lot of people still talking about how Last of Us Part 2, like the people that didn't like it. Oh, it's too high.
Yeah.
You know, people would still talk about that. People are wrong because I think it's perfect where it is. But
I also saw the conversation flip when Last of Us Season 2 came out, and suddenly everybody was in love with, Last of Us 2 was a perfect video game, and why didn't you copy it more one for one?
Revisionist history. That was the same person. That was the same person that was like calling Laura Bailey with death threats and shit.
100%. And so yeah, I turned around and saw that conversation, and I went, "Fuck y'all. Y'all are a bunch of bullshit."
Yeah.
So
fucking fair weather fans, dude.
We love video games here.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
That's an episode of the Piggy Bank in the Bank. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this lovely episode. And thank you for watching, audience. Make sure you drop in the comments and let us know what your favorite Game of the Year winner from the Game Awards is. Let us know if you got any of the trivia questions correct. And let us know how, just let Connor know, just come up with shorter prompts if you're going to do Hangman. Shorter prompts.
Hey, and how would you win?
I'll say the next time we record this, but it will be before Game of the Year Power Wash Simulator 2 will have launched.
Oh my God.
But by the time it releases on YouTube and mainstream podcast services, it'll be post that. So go ahead and drop a comment down below, and I'll read them. What are you guys thinking about? What are you guys thinking about Power Wash Simulator 2? Is it live up to the first? Is it better than the first? It might be. Game of the Year? Let's go, baby.
It won't be out by the time on YouTube by the time this drops.
Next week's episode.
Oh, next week's episode. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. That's not true. It's not going to be Game of the Year. It's not even going to be on. It's not even going to be nominated.
Game of the Year.
No.
You already know.
You're gonna sandbag the fuck out of our like master list and put that at the top of your list just because neither of us is gonna have it. It's not gonna give it that many more points, but it's still gonna end up in like the top 5, which is fucking ridiculous.
Phil, minimum, if it's just as good as the first one, and I believe it will be a head and shoulders better game than the first one, but if it's just as good as the first one, it's minimum top 3.
Okay. Oh, top 3. Okay. I mean, I was going to say there's no way it's better than Hades 2, and there's no way it's better than Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
I'll have to play the game.
There's no world that exists that I will accept that as an actual answer.
Listen, this is someone I can't
change
it now because
and still respect you.
I can't change it now because it's been solidified with a YouTube video. But if I could today change where my rankings are in 2022, Power Wash Simulator would have been my game of the year over God of War Ragnarok, over Elden Ring, over all of them.
That's insane. I came to the realization afterwards that I was still very much hung up on God of War Ragnarok at the time, and I would revise that and say Elden Ring was my game of the year of 2022. So
Wow, really?
yeah,
Had
I've said that
tips?
before. You just
I
didn't
don't know.
remember.
Elden Ring came out after, so you had the opinion when you had it.
Elden Ring
you
did
know?
not come out after. Elden
Didn't
Ring
it?
came out in February.
Oh, I'm so wrong. You're so right.
Came out the same day as Horizon.
A week.
yeah, they
a
always
week
get
apart.
screwed.
A week apart. Not the same day. Week apart.
You're right. It was a week after.
Close
You're
enough.
right.
Close enough to screw him.
Oh yeah, because for the first game, Tears of the Breath of the Wild came out a week after Horizon 1.
Around that time, yeah.
Poor Horizon.
yeah.
It doesn't deserve it.
And there was that was the whole copy pasta where it's like, oh, I can't wait for them to announce when Horizon 3 comes out, so we have another game of the year a week after.
I'm gonna throw this in real quick, right as we're wrapping up. Me and Connor were having a conversation of like sequels and like what it means to be a video game sequel, and how we've seen a lot of recent sequels happening like for this generation of games, and it's like weird how like Horizon Forbidden, like in terms of like there's like a level of like, oh, it's another one for a lot of games, you know, like Ghost, Horizon, God of War, Spider-Man.
I like again.
Even Hades, right? Like Hades 2, it's like, oh, it's another Hades. But there's like a weird scale of that, oh, it's another one, where like at some point it tips over and that's acceptable, and at some point it tips the other way and it's like, we need more from you. And for some reason, Horizon Forbidden West is in that latter direction where it's like, we needed more from you. But Ghost of Yotei isn't, but Ghost of Yotei rides that motherfucking line.
Yeah. But in like the best way, I feel like.
In a good way. Well, in the best way would be, well, it's not right. Yeah, I get you.
I think it's right on that line where you could coin flip and be like, this is just like the first one, it bores me. Or you could be like, sure, it's more the first game, but they do enough to like excite me about it.
And
I'm on that side of the coin right there, Tavin.
So am I. But then you have scales like Hades, which is at the other end, where it's like, woohoo, this is a sequel. Like you say that word strongly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like God of War Ragnarok falls in between. And Spider-Man 2.
Well, second outro for this video. All the things I said before again. Drop in the comments, leave a like, share with your friends. And we'll see you in the next episode. Boys, let's say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.